Lydia Daydal, McConnect TV, and I'm here at Sub 2 with the event organiser and head coach at Satori BJJ, John Sheridan. What's the story?
How are you?
I'm good. Good day so far?
Yeah, it's going really good. We thought that there would have been maybe some more matches for people to have. It didn't go quite as big as we wanted, but it was still pretty good. You know, everyone got a fair few matches on the day, and the matches themselves are 10 minutes in length, plus a possible 3 rounds of overtime, sudden death scenario. So, you know, people are getting a lot of experience in on the mats, and it's good to have that sort of a tournament on also because if people can get too set in one way of doing things, they just do points all the time, and you know, it's not setting a broad enough foundation for people for long-term success perhaps. So it's good to have a few different styles and then rather than to specialise in one area too much early on and then not go as far as you could do. So and anyone that's getting in on this event is getting the benefit of also being able to do submission-only style tournaments, which are, I believe, are going to get more and more popular in the future, and it's probably going to be the future of the sport because it's more viewer-friendly. A lot of people like to do points fighting, points tournaments, and I really enjoy doing them myself, but for spectating, you know, it's unless you do the sport and you really understand what's going on, it's not going to be so exciting, you know. So.
And this is the second day because obviously you had the GI tournaments, the Dublin Spring International yesterday.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, it went really good. It was great. We have sections for everyone, so that's our bigger event. It's we usually have it on the first weekend in December, and now we're also doing one in the springtime. It's sections for children, juveniles, women's, masters, you know, seniors, everybody with some child trying to get in as well. Just running through.
Do you want to come in? Do you want to come do the interview with me?
She's gone now.
She's gone now. You can get in.
Oh, she's come back again.
She's come back in again. She's probably not in the shot, is she? No.
Okay.
We'll keep going. Just ignore the small child running around their feet. But obviously, so event organizer, head coach at Satori BJJ yourself, and you do compete, purple belt. How important is it for you to be active in your own competition? Kind of, we're talking to coaches about the balance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what is the balance like for you? How are you managing to juggle everything?
Well, really you don't. You know, if you specialise in one thing, you're going to be better at other people that do multiple things, most likely. Unless there's a synergy between the things. If you do event organiser, if you run a club, you also compete yourself. And the business side, you coach in a club. And then separate to that is also being the business side of running a club. If you do those 4 things, you're probably going to be extremely difficult to be very good at any one of the individual ones. So the balance is you're probably not going to get the balance.
Yeah. And you also run a clothing line as well, and
you
do like flightwear as well, sub only.
We also do sub only. We do.
I just said to John, I was like, you want to run your own gear before you do the interview? And he's like, it's grand. But sub only. You have your
we got into that. It's because jiu-jitsu is an amateur sport, so if you want to go far in jiu-jitsu, you're not going to earn any money. So then at some stage life's going to catch up with you and you're going to have to make money from somewhere, and the more time you spend working a job or finding other ways to make money, the less time you spend working on jiu-jitsu or concentrating on jiu-jitsu. Hence, most likely you'll have less success in jiu-jitsu, specifically in terms of your own jiu-jitsu competition. But I really like competing and coaching myself. They'd be the 2 things that I really enjoy doing. Event organising isn't so much fun, and really it's a lot of time, unless it's a really big event, like it's not worth the hassle of doing it. But
which is sad for me as well as a competitor to hear that, because we kind of expect you to put on these events, because we're like, you know, yourself and Barry Oglesby as well, and we're like, you know, we expect these events to be put on, and there's such hard work for you guys, and you know, it's important that people turn up and compete.
Definitely. Fair play to the guys who would have held events before I started holding them, because the sport would have been smaller then and it would have been much more difficult to hold a good event then. So thankfully the sport keeps growing, and hopefully it'll just keep growing over the next few years.
Have you seen that rise, you know, with the UFC and MMA and everything?
Definitely. You see,
do you put it down to the UFC, or do you think it's just that the sport
I
is
think
getting
it would have
popular?
grown more anyway, regardless of the UFC. But the UFC is great for people to see it. But a lot of people it's great to get the sport out there more and more. But I think by the nature of the sport being such a good sport in itself, word of mouth is going to spread regardless of whether it's on TV or not. But that obviously helps. I think a lot more people will go more MMA orientated to see the UFC and then they come in. So I think it might take time for people to get used to the jiu-jitsu aspect of MMA. But over the next few years, the boom in the UFC here and Conor McGregor and everything like that, we're definitely going to notice the benefits of that. So it's great that it's happening.
And as a coach, before we let you go, how proud are you of seeing your guys? Because I know that obviously you run the event and you have all your students that are helping you out. You see Giannis running around there, and then they're competing as well. What's that feeling like?
It's very good. I'm so swamped though, I don't really get to enjoy it at the moment, but afterwards when I get to chill out tonight or tomorrow, then I can really appreciate it. But it's good. We got people helping out from loads of different clubs, like coaches from Delahiva, Gracie Baja, Spartan. We have a coach from Satori as well. We often have guys from East Coast helping out. So like there's usually like 7 or 8 gyms that come together to do it. Like I do all the main organisation along with my brother, and then we kind of delegate some of that down to a lot of other people. So thankfully, like we get help from clubs like across the country. So it's great that we have that. And just on before what we were saying about the coaching and competing, it's great to be coaching, and at least there is a bit of a synergy there. So I coach a lot, and that also benefits my competing, and vice versa. The better I do in competitions, hopefully I can bring some of that knowledge back and share with the guys. So then when you see them doing well, and it's ridiculous for some of the teams and stuff, you can just tell them, this is how you do it. I know how to do it. This is how you do it. But I'm hitting 30 now, so when I try to do it, it doesn't quite. I know, unfortunately. When I try to do it, it doesn't quite work, but I can tell someone that's 16, 17, this is how you do it, and they can do it like literally immediately.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, like, and I'd be trying so hard for so long to get something, and it just takes so long to do it, you know. So yeah, thankfully we got a good few teams and a good few people that learn fast, and athletic people, and just a good caliber of people, you know, in terms of their attitude and their personality and stuff, and all that comes together to make the results.
You've got a really good team squad, and I'll call them a squad because they kind of bring this like really cool like element. You see them all with their snapbacks and they're like jiu-jitsu, you know, and it really is like, you know, the Satori boys, like the Satori squad. But it's awesome to see. So wish you the best of luck with everything, and for anyone that obviously if you're competing, you're at this event, but check out Satori BJJ in Blanchardstown, right? So if you're in the area and you want to start jiu-jitsu, check out the guys.
Brilliant. Thanks very much.
Awesome. Thanks a mil. Good stuff.